Antibrids. Longtime viewers of this channel will know that they are one of my favorite types of poi tricks. They're a very specific branch of the hybrid family tree, and they are a cornerstone of my style. But what makes for an antibrid, and why would you want to perform them? I'll dive into it in this video. Drex here from DrexFactor Poi, sharing with you the love of poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain. And in this video, I'm going to give you the 411 on what antibrids are and how you can perform them. But before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Fire Mecha, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, and Ultra Poi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all of these amazing companies and the work they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links down in the description of this video. So we have a few things to establish up front. Number one, nearly all antibrids are poi tricks that work in wall plane. That is, they are performed in such a way that the poi spin or swing flat in front of you like a wall, parallel with your shoulders. Also, all antibrids are hybrids. That is, they're a type of poi trick in which two different poi moves are being juxtaposed together. But they're different from, say, one of the original hybrids, like isolation versus extension, or a polyrhythm hybrid like triquetra versus extension, or a VTG hybrid like 4-pedal anti-spin versus 2-pedal in-spin. Don't worry if all of these terms sound Greek, you don't need to know any of them for right now. The big thing that you need to know is just that to do a hybrid, you have two different poi moves that are being mashed up together, and they produce a new and more interesting poi trick as a result. But what all of those hybrids that I just showed you have in common that antibrids don't is that when you perform these other hybrids, your hands are together, or at least your hands are tracing out circles that roughly overlap with each other. When you perform an antibrid, something different happens. Namely, as one poi spins, it is spinning around a point occupied by the other poi head. This is why these tricks are sometimes referred to as head orbiting moves. That is, one poi is orbiting the head of the opposite poi. Now, the first poi antibrid I ever learned was this right here. This is cap versus pendulum. Like most hybrids, antibrids are named by putting together the names of the two moves that make them up. So, in this case, my right hand is performing a cap. That is, it's going back and forth between anti-spin and extension. And my left hand is producing a pendulum going back and forth. Now, the thing is, when my hand performing the pendulum is going back and forth like this, the path that the poi head traces out is a half circle. And it's a half circle that I can easily follow with my other hand. And this creates an interesting illusion and point of contact between my opposite poi and the poi that's performing the pendulum. We can also do something like a static spin versus extension. That is, I can have my left hand just spinning the poi in front of me while my right hand performs a full extension. They line up in such a manner that they look like they produce one solid straight line going all the way around. Of course, many antibrids don't take up nearly as much room. For one example, we can take a look at isolation versus cat-eye, one of the first antibrids that I ever saw put on video. This involves having the left hand perform an isolation and the right hand perform a cat-eye. In this case, both hands are moving around a circle the size of an isolation, but the hand performing the cat-eye is going around the opposite end of that isolation circle from the one that's performing the isolation itself, and thus it looks like we have this point of contact. Really, antibrids occur in any kind of way that you can get those two pieces to line up, namely the head of one poi and the hand attached to the other one. So, in addition to cap versus pendulum and isolation versus cat-eye, there are also options like, say, performing that static spin, but also doing a triquetra with it. Unlike a Mercedes, where we have the poi overlap on the outside of the move, now one is on the inside and the other one is on the outside. And once again, we create that interesting point of contact. And we can also create more interesting shapes by, say, performing a pendulum that moves up and down with that triquetra, or doing a pendulum with our cat-eye. In this case, I'm basically doing an isolated pendulum that goes up and down like so, but stays inside of a very, very narrow window, while the other hand is performing a cat eye, and I keep that pendulum poi in contact with the hand performing the cat eye. So basically, if you see this point of contact, it's probably an antibrid, whether there's an anti-spin involved in it or not. Why do we call it an antibrid? It's complicated and it's kind of a weird accident of history, but suffice it to say, antibrid is the name for these moves that has survived until now. So, with that information in mind, go forth and find some awesome antibrids because they create really awesome and cool effects. What's your favorite antibrid? Leave me a comment and let me know. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to help other people find this video and to help my channel grow. This video would not be possible without my amazing supporters on Patreon. In particular, I'd love to give a shout out to my Flow patrons who are listed on screen right now. Thank you all so much for your very generous support. And if you out there watching would like to get your name in the credits or access to any of a host of awesome rewards, you can do that by heading on over to my Patreon at patreon.com/DrexFactor Poi and signing up. I'll include a link to it down in the description as well as up in the cards. Please help me out in my mission to bring poi spinning and flow arts to the whole wide world. Thank you in advance. And if you'd like to see a video I did on how to transition into antibrids, because of course the ways that the hands are aligned are very, very different than other poi tricks, check out this video that I did a couple years ago. Either way, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to get out and flow yourself today, and I'll see you with a new video real soon. Take care now. Peace.